quick as possible so the pest can't get in. Once the pest got to get in, you're in trouble. You're in big trouble. Jeez, I like
that. So even if you just do an emergency
they've done well.
seal.
Look at all that brood.
That's amazing.
In that little setup there, can you see the queen? That's the thing I've got a problem with. I don't
Do they look different, the queens, from the...
I'm showing my ignorance here. There's a queen cell.
Okay, yeah.
And it's very close to being hatched.
Yeah. And that's a queen cell because it's got a yellow dot in the middle?
No, see the size of it?
Oh,
see how big it is?
Bigger?
It's a huge cell.
How do you know it's about ready to hatch out?
Because you'll see the lightness of it. See how you can see dark underneath, just underneath the surface?
Right.
These ones here are almost ready to hatch as well. What the bees do is when they're ready to hatch, they start taking wax off the cells, so they make them lighter and easier to hatch. And you can see the bees are getting bigger, so that's their faces that you're seeing there.
Yeah.
So those
all the way around here is the advancing front.
Are they what are they?
They're nurse bees.
Those ones there.
These ones here are nurse. Oh, these are just normal cells.
Right.
So the actual queen bee, does she look different, or is she just different?
Oh yeah, she looks different, all right.
Not just in size.
Yeah, well, she's got a big bum, real big long bum.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll see if we can scrape these off without hurting them too much, disturbing that structure too much.
Just use it as a lid.
So what you want to put them in there because you don't want all that log set up anymore.
Yeah. That honey is going to be the issue.
Yeah.
Is there a particular type of wood that you have to use or not use? Or?
Not really.
No.
Cedar's a good one. That's a nice insulator. I'm looking for a sharp knife. We use cypress a lot.
Yeah.
So I found that cypress has a really good insulator.
So when that queen's getting ready to hatch out, because the other one's nearly ready to die of old age, is it?
Could be. It could be. They have queen cells all the time, and what will happen is if
So I was going to ask that, when you're having those two hives, how can they produce two queens? Like another queen goes into the other hive, but the other one stays in the hive?
Because there's two hives.
So they know that there's another nest, so they need to make a queen has to go into the other nest, whatever.
They can't exist without it. So there'll be a queen in one and a queen in the other.
I got really pleased I got that one outside the house.
This honey as well doesn't have any tang, like you'll find with TC and TH.
Doesn't have any what?
Tang to the honey. That's probably the closest thing you'll find to honeybee honey.
So how do you tell the difference between the different bees? Because they all look the same to me. I know that sounds...
These are all honey pots around here.
So
you can see they're filled with honey.
AA things, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these are the AAs.
Right.
And that's just honey in those outer...
Yes.
Nothing else?
Nothing else, pure honey.
Because they're different, that's not like the bees I've got at mine.
No. You'll have TC or TH.
I'm sure I don't have separate.
Oh, there's a couple of cells there, I'll have to get them out. See, I've broken open a couple of cells there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see there's a bit of brood open.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, how come you put that upside down?
Remove them.
How come you put
Because
that
that was what
upside
it was
down?
like, because that's the top.
Yeah.
So that's how it was in the other one, yeah.
Oh, that's what.
Yeah, because it was like that and they
upside
turned it
down.
like that.
Is that the top half, Dan?
Yeah. No, that's the bottom. That was the bottom of the log. That way.
Yeah, no, that makes sense now. Yep.
Pass it around and try the honey.
There you go.
Oh gosh, it's totally
Very-
different to my honey.
Yeah, that's mine that got that.
That's lovely.
It's different, isn't it?
Oh, I'm going to get some AA biscuits. Where do I get them from?
You want to have some?
I might have some, but I've got to go and find some. That's why I want to identify them.
Yeah, they'll be out. They'll be out your way.
I need to learn how to identify them.
You're going to make like normal beef. But different area, you'll get a different taste of honey.
Yeah, because of the different
Flowering.
Mine's all iron bark, spotted gum.
Oh, you'll get beautiful honey.
Make sure you have a try, kids.
Brush box, blue gum.
There's a lot of cells about to hatch on
Oh
here.
yes, because you can see the little, they're dark
Yeah.
spots. Like, yeah. And being in pieces like that, it doesn't bother me.
No, they'll fix it back up.
It's all back up.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's
I
a
didn't
type of
realise
wasp,
that. I
that
thought once it was sort of broken,
That's that.
that was it. It was done for.
No, I've actually poured them out of the log into the box in the past because they haven't been as structured as this.
Yeah. And then you just leave the box where the log was to start with, so that all of the fibres
Yep.
come back to it.
Yep.
At night, if you want to move it, because you've got to, for example, say it's been cleared.
Do you want to try some honey?
Development sites, then at night you go back and
You don't want any honey?
seal it up and move it over a kilometre away.
That's it.
Yep. Okay. I need to get some boxes then.
Yeah,
Stores.
see, you need to take 4 off this place.
I don't like that.
Boxes, yeah.
You don't like that honey? That's okay, buddy.
Yeah.
I don't like
I'll take them. Yeah. I always going to get some.
You like my honey?
Yeah, absolutely. Make the most of it.
Really is funny.
It is.
Yes. Well, nothing's happening.
Trying to show the round bum.
Another one today.
Is it the point? I think so.
No, she got honey on her.
I used this other spare one from the induction, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happens is if they get honey on them during the process, they don't survive.
Gee. Right, that's a bit help clean her out. Why is that?
They drown. It's just the honey. They drown in the honey. See, is that a virgin? And she's still got the male genitalia stuck to her.
But if they've only been walking through it.
That's not.
Yeah.
I think that is the queen. Look, Bobby Virgin.
Did you ever taste kids?
No, not yet, they're going to have a taste.
Or she got squashed.
Say thank you.
Looks too dark.
See, that's a little colour next to her.
That's
The one, yeah.
And so that, well, righto.
I don't know if she's injured or...
So that was the queen that was in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, didn't you?
Yeah, there's queen cells in there.
One.
I think she's been injured. Oh no.
See, look, she's got
She's
a
coming.
big behind.
Yeah.
So that's quite new. No, that's good to see that. I mean, I know she might be injured, but that she does.
To identify.
Finishing colour with the brown legs.
Yeah.
Just here.
That's what you were asking, wasn't it?
It'd be one of the cells.
Once the brood, you see a bit cap.
Did you say that was the queen?
Yes.
So we could have saved all
Yeah, you're right. It does have a big back.
sealed them off. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the closest.
they would have been drowned. They were.
See, that one that they did the garden club, that particular tree had fell over.
Much bigger.
Yeah, they'd been there for probably 4 weeks, so they probably would have orientated themselves again, poor things. But you can imagine that tree
And if she's injured, they'll hatch an emergency queen, hey?
Yeah, they'll hatch another one. Yeah, there's one that's almost ready to hatch.
I just noticed that. See that now.
Natives aren't like honeybees, are they? You can't introduce a queen?
No. Oh, you can?
Yeah.
You can. You can introduce a queen. It's been done.
So what's that one doing with that one?
You did it, didn't you, Joe?
Yeah.
Does it take?
Yeah, I had a small failing colony that probably only was hit by fly and small hive beetle. That was probably only about 100 cells, the queen, and about 50 workers. And I had another one from a rescue that was a squashed one, and like the brood, you could hardly even notice it was brood, it was that squashed. And I did it at night time, added her on the brood in that, and they just accepted her. That's one of the strongest hives I've got. See?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Cavernaria.
They seem to be very robust,
Yeah.
don't they? Well, in that area.
See what's there? It's got like brown bits coming off the back. Was that pollen?
That'll be pollen.
Yeah.
You can see how small
Yeah.
this is.
Wasn't ever going to be a big hive, was it?
No. And that's why I was careful during the
Yeah, definitely.
the winter with it, because it was just,
That's what I was thinking.
they didn't have much to work with.
Have they moved most of it out of the centre into the box?
I think so. I think there's stores in here now.
So what are their stores when you talk about their stores? What?
The honey pots and pollen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is iron bark, so I'm not sure how well this is going to cut it.
We had that problem once before, didn't we?
Yeah. It'll make a bit of noise.
Didn't want those fingers anyway.
Bring in the big gun.
This is too small for a chainsaw.
Doesn't like the sight of blood.
Got a couple of blocks of wood anyway.
Yeah, we'll stand those.
Yeah.
That's why you
Bloody leaving. There it is.
or toes. You put on the log.
We're doing first seduction from mother hive and daughter hive. And the daughter hive, she got out 5 weeks, I think, it's been going, and we're now seeing brooding in the cat. Yep. Good. Up the bit of brood that's there, or they have established a new. Count those fingers.
Pollen stores?
There's bees in there. Well, yeah, the fact that these brood cat in the daughter hive
Feed them later on.
Yes.
indicate
Yeah.
they've
I'm
established.
totally ignorant on this,
It's
that's why
hard
I'm
to tell, it
asking.
can work both ways, especially if you haven't got the middle section open yet.
When they go into a log like that, that's, you know, a hollow
then I'll
log,
open
can
the
they
hole in
extend
the
that
tube.
hollow?
Right,
No.
in between the mother and the daughter.
No, they have to rely on
And once you
the
see them
termites to hollow the log
out
out
of the front
first.
That's for real.
and
Yes.
out of the middle,
Right.
Now, what you'll also find with these
eventually
is
they'll
they
seal
don't
off
build a lot
the
of
daughter
structure.
hive themselves.
You can't see
How can you see that?
structure in there,
You've got a
like the
tube between-
TC and TH,
While waiting for the indication for the rubbish to be removed from both
but
entrances.
they can spend up to 6 years polishing the inside of this log before they move in.
Really?
Yeah,
Up to 6 years?
up to 6 years. It's been documented.
And that's for larger hollows as well?
Yes, with the AAs only though.
So
Right.
why do they polish? What was the point of
Well,
that?
because they don't have their protective batumen and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
It's like putting a raincoat on their inside,
Yeah.
so the water doesn't seep through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How different is that, Dean? How
It
they
is.
keep the pollen stores together and the honey around the brood?
They do. Yeah.
So the broods, the honey is like the involcrum of it.
Yes.
Since they don't
very
build
much so.
involcrum.
Yeah.
That's their insulation.
Yeah. Yep. Honey must insulate better than pollen. But when you see TC, a lot of the time what TC will do is they put their pollen on top of the brood, and if it's in full sun, and that's a very good insulator for the brood from the sun.
Yeah.
It must be a very good heat sink.
Must be like just like insulation.
This one I think is all honey.
You mean the roof?
Yep,
Oh
honey.
yes. And so you can put the honey, and you
So they had their brood in there before, when I first got it. That's the only place the brood was. There was a bit of honey stores in the top bit, which I took up and put in the top bit in here. And then they've taken that honey and put it down the bottom and moved all their brood out of here and put it in the bottom box as well, and then used this for stores.
So it actually looks like the brood was in between those two honey stores. Because they haven't replaced it, have they?
In here?
Yeah.
Yeah, well that's where I think it was.
How long have you had this little setup?
This one?
Yeah, like with the little head.
I got this about the first month of winter, I think it was.
Oh, okay. Well, they've done well, eh?
They have done well. I'm pretty impressed with them.
Considering AA are meant to be slow builders.
They are.
Yeah.
And that pollen now, can you just put that in there with them, sort of just next to them, or do you have to put that in a separate area?
No, I just put it in there
Put
next
it
to
in
them.
next to them, yeah.
Yeah. That should be more than enough than they use. They need, because they have to seal up all these honey pots yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will take a while. I won't put any more honey in than that. Should be enough.
And are they the cells that the honey's in? Is it wax?
Yes.
Yeah, it is wax.
Yeah. And this is probably the closest thing to pure wax you'll find too. With the AAs. They don't have the dark. See, this is from a TC.
Yeah.
It used to be in these boxes.
Those stores are similar size to the Clyperis. I wonder if you could use it for the adduction.
The stores. I know. Yes. Yeah. I might actually put a bit of that in the box.
You've got lady beel.
And that's just all honey, nothing else?
Yep.
Wax.
Yeah, that's one of the things with AAs is they separate. It's perfectly separate. Whereas TC, they mix the buggers up all over the place.
Hey, are these the AAs from that Hive near your coffee machine?
You just tape it up. No guts or anything, just some tape around it.
So which one?
It's got a million bees over here in the coffee machine.
They're probably these ones looking for their home.
They need a coffee.
Simple.
Every word's like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're always learning. Forever learning.
Yeah, that's what I like about it.
We're trying to get the lady
I
bee.
wish I could have gone to the last two.
I was in Ireland represented the old lady one with her She's in land wildlife.
After all the trees up on the blade. That's the smell of the timber. You even notice when you cut them with a chainsaw.
Why you got two boxes there, not just one box?
They'll build up into this box as well.
Split it down, break some of it.
Yeah, well, that's what they were designed to be built. That's what they were designed for.
Habitat timber. Yeah.
But I've kept them that way because it's easier to box them that way. So you can concentrate on a smaller box to put the brood in. But most of the time with TCs or TH, they'll 3/4 fill this box, the brood. So then this is just basically enough for their brood and a bit of stores, and then you can put a honey super on top of this. So what you do is you leave this panel in place, cut a little slot in the back, and then the super that goes on top will have holes drilled through here corresponding to that.
Alright.
And then they'll just put the stores in the top. Then you can harvest your super, your honey after that.
And is that the same for all of the bees, like these ones included, or just the TCs and the...
What's wrong, buddy?
No, that's for everyone. Yeah, all of them.
All of them, yeah.
If you wanted to retrofit this box to make sure that when you split it later they don't fall.
No, that's what I've always...
What would you use?